Good afternoon. We're going to call the February 26, 2026 council meeting to order. Madam Clerk, pledge, please.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry, trying to load my live stream here.
Oh, you said you were ready?
Trying to get the live stream to work. It's not working. Roll call. Councilman Asbill.
Present.
Councilman Buddy.
Present.
Councilman Chatelain.
Present.
Councilman Johnston.
Present.
Councilman Ricks.
Present.
Mayor Bodier.
Present.
Police Chief Laprie is absent. City Attorney Scott Stansberry.
Present.
Myself, Carrie Hustis, clerk, is present.
All right, no mayor's announcements, Madam
I
Clerk?
do have mayor's announcements. I
mayor's
left them on his
announcements?
desk.
Okay, we'll just do them on reports.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're doing reports.
Yeah.
We have no special presentations. Approval of minutes. Reading of the minutes of the council meeting on January 15th, 2026.
Move that we waive the reading.
Move to waive.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Buddy, second by Councilman Asbill to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the January 15, 2026 council meeting. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forward. We'll close public hearing. All in favor?
Yay.
Five yeas, 0 nays.
Sorry, still not working. Approval of minutes of the council meeting on January 15th, 2026.
Move
We
to
have a
approve.
motion by Councilman Ricks, second by Councilman Asbill to approve those minutes. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Councilman, or, excuse me, Mayor Bodier, I got a couple of things to add to the agenda if the council would allow us. I move to amend the agenda to add proposed ordinance 2026-3, an ordinance to amend the Harahan Code of Ordinances, Section 19-3B2, to relative to Harahan Regulatory Court hearing proceedings to ordinances for introduction. Council, you should have a copy of it in your, on your dais.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill to amend the agenda as read.
I'll second it.
We have a second by Councilman Ricks. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. All in favor to amend the agenda?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Move to amend the agenda to add new business number 7, St. Rita Dad's Club, excuse me, I'm sorry. Move to amend the agenda to add new business number 6, confirm Mayor Pro Tem appointment.
All right, new business number 6, Mayor Pro Tem appointment. Motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Chatelain to amend the agenda to add. All public hearing is now open. No one coming forth. Public hearing is now closed. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Where's 5?
You add a new number, you got a 7?
We have 5?
No, I have a 5 that I skipped, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Move to amend agenda to add new business number 5, St. Rita Car Show and Cook-Off.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Buddy to add new business number 5, car show and cook-off at St. Rita. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
And move to amend agenda to add new business number 7, 7707 7th Street Structural Assessment Recommendation.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Chatelain to add new business number 7, 7707
7th Street
7th Street. We'll now open for
Recommendation.
recommendations. Now we'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you, council.
All right, Madam Clerk.
Sorry, I'm trying to troubleshoot over here because the live stream's not working. Resolution, proposed resolutions 2026-2. The following resolution was offered by Councilman Chatelain. A resolution authorizing the City of Harahan to adopt the 2025 multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan update prepared and completed by the Jefferson Parish Department of Floodplain Management and Hazard Mitigation, Jefferson Parish Incorporated Municipalities, and Atkins Realist USA Incorporated under contract RP 0465, utilizing hazard mitigation assistance grant funding provided through DR 4577-0004-LA.
We'd like to open public hearing for 2026-2. No one come to public hearing, like to close public hearing? Council discussion?
No discussion.
Yep.
Me.
We have no choice. I mean,
Yeah,
we gotta go with it.
Gotta
So-
do it.
Okay. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Proposed Resolution 2026-3, the following resolution was offered by Councilman Chatelain, a resolution ordering and calling a special election to be held in the city of Harahan, state of Louisiana, to authorize the renewal of a special tax therein, making application to the State Bond Commission, and providing for other matters in connection therewith.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Chatelain, second by Councilman Ricks on proposed resolution 2026-3. Will now open for public hearing. No one coming forth, will now close public hearing. Council discussion?
Yeah, just let the citizens know, because we don't do the whole total reading of the ordinance or the resolution. This is the renewal of the fire mill,
Police.
Police.
I'm sorry, I
Police mill.
apologize.
Yeah,
See,
police mill.
the police mill, fire mills, the police mill. I apologize for saying fire. It's
Existing
police.
millage we already
It's
have.
existing, it's a renewal. It's a renewal. It's not a new one. It's a renewal. Every 10 years, we got to do this. So it's a renewal. It's a 5 mil for the police. So I want everybody to know that that's what this is, to call an election to do a renewal for the police department.
It's very important to get this passed. The city's been dependent on it for years. We will have some literature and information going out explaining it again.
I got an email from the police chief just to positively confirm that the resolution and the millage language is how it should be, and he confirmed that the millage is how it should be.
Okay.
What was the process was setting the election date?
Excuse me?
The election date.
I think they picked the next available election after they decided to renew.
Okay, so it happens after we submit.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, no, the election date is selected. It's June 27th.
We went through that process.
I think it's in that.
So they would
Here.
submit this,
Thank you.
the bond attorneys will submit this to the bond commission. The bond commission will likely approve it and set it for election. And then once that happens, the election will occur and all that good stuff. June 27th.
Okay.
Move to approve.
We have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Buddy, second by Councilman Chatelain to approve. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Okay, we have no ordinances for approval. Ordinances for introduction. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill, proposed ordinance number 2026-1. An ordinance approving the re-subdivision of 370 Oak Avenue, lots 36, 37, and 38, Square N1, Harahan City Subdivision, City of Harahan, Parish of Jefferson, State of Louisiana, as per a plan made by KLS Group Incorporated, dated October 22nd, 2025. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Chatelain, proposed ordinance number 2026-2, an ordinance,
It's got as-built on it.
oh, Asbill, sorry. My notes were wrong. Proposed ordinance number 2026-2, an ordinance repealing and reenacting Section 1 of Ordinance number 1957 relative to the compensation of the municipal clerk for the city of Harahan, providing for an experience-based salary schedule, providing for certification-based compensation levels, providing for credit of prior municipal clerk experience, and otherwise providing with respect thereto.
You're on the second one. I'm sorry. I thought you were still in the first one. So Chatelain is on the second one.
Oh,
You have
okay.
just Chatelain.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were still on the first one.
Sorry, so to confirm, proposed ordinance 2026-2 was proposed by Councilman Chatelain. Okay, and this one's the one we brought up from the floor. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill, proposed ordinance number 2026-3, an ordinance amending the Harahan Code of Ordinances, Section 19-3, subsection 2B, relative to Harahan Regulatory Court hearing proceedings. We have no old business. New business, number 1, monthly financials. Move on.
Where's, what's
Todd's
his
not here.
name?
Todd's not here tonight.
So we got emailed the budget versus actuals. Looks like they are not able to yet load the 2026 budget into Encode until they close out last year, which is a deficiency with Encode, I believe. So the budget versus actuals is not, I guess, accurate as to what the budget is for this year.
It's not
But-
available.
But I've talked and they've assured me that they will have it by March meeting.
That's correct.
Jason, I got a question for you. Wait a minute. Is this just 2 empty lots right now? 3 empty lots, I mean?
3 empty lots.
3 empty lots?
3 empty substandard
It is
lots.
zoned for townhomes.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's R2, so.
Yep.
It's 3 30-foot lots, and they're putting it to 2 45-foot.
Right, yeah.
And it's going to be for townhomes at 45 feet? That's their intention?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving on. New business number 2. Consider June council meeting date change. The June meeting is currently scheduled for June 18th, 2026.
Guys, I requested to have this council meeting changed because I will actually be out of town.
Can we do it Monday at 10 a.m.?
I'm open.
We said
I'm sorry, when, we want to change the next meeting, is that what we're discussing?
The
No,
June
it'd be the
meeting.
June meeting.
June 26th.
We just got to clear it with Paul, too, in the back.
I'm certainly open June 1st at 10 a.m.
I would propose June 25th.
Yeah.
That's boo.
It's good for me. I'm back.
All right, so we have a motion.
That
by-
good?
But you're going to get married?
No, maybe. No.
Stop.
Never know.
June 25th at 6:30. Okay. I'm
At
second.
6:30, correct?
Yes, sir.
So just pushing
That
it
works.
back.
Just pushing it back 1 month.
One
I mean,
week.
1 week.
1
I'm
week.
sorry, 1 week.
Yep.
All right, you want to vote on it? All in favor?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, 5 yeas, 0 nays. We didn't open for a public hearing. Anybody has a problem with it? No one does. Public hearing's closed. All right,
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Madam Clerk, please note that they
Anything
changed.
for you, man.
Yes, sir. New business number 3, notice of garbage fee increase. Any increases in costs to the city for garbage and trash collection and disposal are authorized to be billed to the residents and users of the service based on the 2.7% CPIU increase imposed by the city's current garbage contract. The garbage service charge on each consumer's water bill will be increased from $17.22 per month per can to $17.68 per month per can. This will become effective immediately.
Okay, anyone who want to speak on new business number 3, please come to the podium. No one coming forth. New business number 3 is closed. Council discussion?
Yeah, we still have the best rate in the area.
Absolutely.
I mean, we pay cheaper than Parish does, so we
I
can't
think
complain.
our new rate loaded for the $60 fee is an average of $22.68 a month. There's nobody within $2 or $3 of that. So the city is getting, I think, very good service at a very
Yeah.
good price.
We all getting good
Thank you,
service.
Mr. Buddy, for working so hard for that.
Yeah, you're right.
And I want to make note that they got the fee increase right this year.
Yes.
Yes, they did. Thank you.
All right, thank you, IB Waste.
Yeah, they
All in
did.
favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, new business number 4, high and low content ABO application for Rendazzo's Family Restaurant located at 1821 Hickory Avenue for Robert Norman Jr.
Guys, I know Chief LaPree's not here. I did speak to him as well, as I do see we have a letter from Assistant Chief Amarico. It all passed, everything's good.
I'm pretty sure they already have their state license,
Yeah, so
too.
he just wanted me to relay that on to everyone.
Okay, we'll open for public hearing. If anyone here to speak on it, no one's here, we'll close public hearing. We have a motion by Councilman Chatelain, second by Councilman Asbill to approve the high-content ABO for Randazzo's Family Restaurant located at
It's good to
1821
get
Hickory.
another restaurant in the city.
Yes.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Okay, new business number 5, added from the floor. The St. Rita's Dad Club members respectfully request permission to sell beer and wine at the annual St. Rita Dad's Club Car Show and Cook-Off. Excuse me. The event will be held on Saturday, April 11th, 2026, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. in the St. Rita Schoolyard. All proceeds from the event will be used for charitable purposes benefiting St. Rita Parish. We will coordinate any traffic and security needs with the Harahan Police Department. We look forward to hosting a safe and enjoyable community event in the city of Harahan.
All right, we'll open for public hearing. Anyone here to speak on new business number 5? No one coming forth. We'll close it. Council discussion?
No discussion.
No discussion on new business 5. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Put in the record, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Chatelain.
Okay. New business number 6, added from the floor, Mayor Pro Tem appointment.
Okay, we'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. Council discussion?
So, council, and public, appointing a mayor pro tem helps us make sure that the city runs smoothly and keeps things running smoothly if the mayor is ever unavailable or out of town or anything like that. And we've appointed Councilman Chatelain in the past. I think that Councilman Chatelain has the best handle on the operations of the city and the pulse of the citizens, and I would move that we just reconfirm Councilman Chatelain as mayor pro tem.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Ricks to reconfirm Councilman Chatelain as mayor pro tem for the upcoming year. All in favor?
Yeah,
Okay.
Five yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
should have done that every year.
We did.
No, we're gonna do it but once, but we should have done it every year, but that's good.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate and
You got my
Respect.
You're
support.
welcome.
You
You've
got
earned
my
it.
support.
thank you.
You've done a good job. When I call you, you always got a good response.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounded like a,
New business number 7, Madam
Did I
Clerk?
say yay? I said yay?
you did.
Okay, make sure y'all got my
That's what
yay.
we recorded it as. I don't
Make
know if
sure you got
said
my
it.
yay.
That's what it was recorded
And
as.
that's all that matters.
Mr. Buddy, that's funny. New business number 7, added from the floor. 7707 7th Street, structural assessment recommendation.
All right, we'll open for public hearing. Anyone want to speak on new business number 7? No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion.
Council, thank you for adding this to the agenda. As you may be aware, there was a severe fire on February 1st to a home on the corner of 7th and Ash Lawn. The home is completely destroyed. Unfortunately, the homeowners, I don't believe they had insurance, and they don't have the cash to demo the property, and so the property is sitting derelict and unsound to remain, and it's posing a grave public danger to debris and attractive nuisance to children. We've gotten 2 recommendations, one from the city building official and one from the fire department that have assessed the building as dangerous,
I've also attached a letter from the engineer. He went out there today.
and a letter from Hunter Linfield and Junius saying that the building is dangerous. In accordance with state law, we can order that, because it's emergency, we can order that it can be condemned and immediately demoed by the city, and then a lien put on the house for the cost of the demo. There's pictures and everything included in your report. You've probably driven by it at this point if you were aware of it. I would move that, let me make sure I wrote this down, so I make sure I say it right. In accordance with state law, I move to condemn the property and order immediate demolition after due notice.
Do we have an estimate on the demo?
We do have an estimate from Pipeworks that is better than the parish contract that Pipeworks has. You remember what the cost of that was?
$9,800.
$9,800?
That's including capping sewer, filing for permits, and a demo.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
It is very.
We did look up the parish contract for emergency demolition. We do have a copy of that. I will be coming forth with that to see if we could amend that and piggyback off of that for future reference.
In case we get into this bind
In case we
again.
have
Yeah.
something, situation like this again.
Yep, I love it. All right, all in favor?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0
I'm
nays.
gonna vote yay, but I know the family has difficulty, they have no money,
Sure.
and they had no insurance, but we gotta look at the safety of the community, and so I'm gonna vote yay to do it, but they put a lien on the property, and when they eventually sell the property, they can pay the city what they owe us, so, but I'm gonna vote yay.
Yeah, I believe we all in the same,
Yeah.
feel the same way.
Absolutely.
And honestly, this could help the city, this could help the family move forward quicker, instead of them sitting there, trying to scratch their heads figure. Because,
Right.
I mean, it's not savable.
Right.
We do have, I want to say, I've had numerous complaints, and I'm sure the police department's got calls. Someone sleeping in the back, the family's in a tough spot, and we all feel for that. But in the same note, it's a safety hazard for the
That we're aware of.
immediate neighbors, plus people snooping around, going around. I've been to the property numerous times, and it's unsafe, so.
Once the city becomes aware of an unsafe condition, they have a due diligence to act. So this is a great,
So you have,
Move to
It
approve.
is unfortunate, but they will be, I think, sort of under the gun to sell the property in an orderly manner, because if they don't pay the assessment on the property tax bill, the sheriff will probably be moving to sell the property at a tax lien sale, which is, they lose again. So to the extent we're in communications with them, when it's demolished, if somebody could suggest they get an agent and sell it, they'll fare much better.
Yeah, that's a great point, Mr. Buddy. Okay, all in favor?
Yeah.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Address the council.
If anyone would like to address the council, please come to the podium and state your name and address at the podium. No one coming forth will close address the council.
Secretary's report for January 2026, total revenues, $1,628,365.74. Reports.
If you don't, guys don't mind, I'll read Chief LaPree's report. I think he's enjoying a wonderful anniversary with his wife. I think it's their 42nd anniversary, so happy anniversary, Chief. It's pretty incredible to make it that long, but you and your wife are wonderful people. Calls for service, 1,024. Accidents reported, 9. Citations issued, 199. Patrol requests received, 8. Patrol requests resident check-in service, 290. Business checks, 1,416. Traffic enforcement, 588. Medical calls, 75. Security alarms, 30. Arrests, 38. There was 45 charges 45 charges, 7 for felony, 21 misdemeanor, 17 city. Charge types, fugitive 26, DWI 1, narcotics 8, other 10, personal and property crimes, assaults 2, theft 2, identity theft 2, and credit card fraud. And I'm gonna know that Chief would say this, guys, traffic enforcement is out. Please come to our city, come spend some time with us. We love having you here. But if you break the law, we will enforce it, so behave. But again, we love having you here. Thank you, Chief LaPree and HPD for doing a wonderful job. Councilman Asbell?
No report. Oh.
Can you hand him
you got
those
one more-
flyers?
One more report? Give me those flyers. I'll read them in my report.
Okay.
Oh, or do you want to do it?
That's fine.
2 reports. So first and foremost, as we know, there was a tragic event with a JPSO motorcycle deputy a few weeks back. They're having a pancake breakfast fundraiser for the Olmeyer family to benefit his family. This is a hard time for them. Obviously, there's unexpected cost for such a young man. So they're asking to join us for pancakes, community, and support. All proceeds from the breakfast will benefit the Olmeyer family. It is Sunday, March 1st. 9:45 to 11:30 a.m. at St. Matthew's School. Sunday, March 1st, that's this Sunday, 9:45 to 11:30 at St. Matthew.
River Ridge.
In River Ridge. $10 per plate. If you can't, we'll post this outside, but if you can't support, or if you can't attend but you still like to support, you can also donate directly via Venmo. The Venmo is at SMA Home and School. At SMA Home and School, all spelled out. Please write Olmeyer in the comment section for the Venmo. They would really like your support. They could really use your support in this difficult time. Also, Harahan Lions Home is having a bunco party fundraiser. What is bunco? Anybody know what bunco is?
It's a card game.
No,
Oh.
dice.
It's a
Oh,
dice
oh,
game.
sorry, it's dice.
Dice
I'm
games,
sorry.
okay. They're having a bunco fundraiser at the Harahan Lions Club, 1001 Hickory, Saturday, March 7th. Doors open at 5, check-in by 5:30, the game start at 6 o'clock. It's a $10 entry fee. There'll be cash prizes and snacks. Attendance is limited, so if you want to save your spot, you can call Kathy Plunkett at 504-251-6937. There'll be 50-50 raffle, parade of prizes, of course, bunco. All of the proceeds, I'm sure, support the Lions Club's mission. So come early, and they're offering to come early if you don't know what bunco is to learn, so I guess I should go early if I'm going to go play. Thank you, guys. No further report.
All right, Councilman Buddy?
I don't have a report, except I do have a question that I meant to ask earlier before we got to reports. Mayor, can you give me a brief update on where we stand with the capital improvements for the restrooms at the senior center? Is that in the process? Is it going out?
You want me to?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is it
Jason and
okay?
I have been working on it together, but since Jason's got the,
Yeah, so we've been working on it together. It took us we actually gave it to Mr. Kiddock to get us some quotes. It took a little bit longer to get those back than what we anticipated. We have those back. Now it's about making sure we select the right person to get it done. Doesn't have to go out for bid or anything.
Is it under, Is it under 50,000 if we checked on contractors' licenses? or-
Yes, it is under the $50,000. Yeah, it is under the $50,000 allocation by the state. Yeah,
Well, great, so it's moving forward?
it's moving forward, yes.
We got bids? Wonderful news. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, you're welcome, thank you. All right, you good, Councilman? All right, Councilman Chatelain?
Guys, I'm not sure if y'all know, but Royland Playground has been booming. Kids, families, everybody's there. We had a problem, a lot of people complaining the bathrooms are locked up. As soon as we leave the bathrooms open, I know it sounds crazy, within 4 hours, they're destroyed. You know, and I talked to adults out there, they said, well, it's not my kids destroying it, you know, so I really don't want to say nothing. If you see somebody destroying city property, you need to call 911. It might not be your kids, but guess what? It's your family that's gonna use the playground, and it's your family that's gonna complain that the bathrooms are locked. So we've been keeping the bathrooms locked. We just started leaving them open again, and I'll tell you, within a week, the bathrooms are destroyed. We have maintenance going out there trying to clean them in the morning. And we're trying to keep the bathrooms open. We have the cameras at Royland Playground. We're gonna figure out who it is destroying the bathrooms. We don't have cameras in the bathrooms, so it's hard to pinpoint who's going in, who's coming out, what time it's being destroyed. But we're gonna work on that, we're gonna get that resolved. 3 months ago, the bathrooms at Harahan Playground on 10th Street, somebody lit it on fire. You know, I mean, I just don't understand why people want to destroy public property. The bathroom's there for us to use, for the kids to use, for the parents to use.
And enjoy.
And if they keep destroying them, we're gonna lock them again. You know, and everybody's upset. Why have bathrooms? We gotta lock them. We're tired of cleaning them. We're tired of wasting city money on them. We wanna leave the bathrooms open. As soon as we get the rest of the cameras installed at Soniat Playground, which is the main playground by the gym on 10th Street, we're gonna open up the rest of them bathrooms too. And if they get destroyed, we're gonna lock them back too. We wanna leave the bathrooms open. I'm tired of the phone calls. The bathrooms are locked. I know the bathrooms are locked, guys. Quit destroying them. You know, the good have to suffer for the bad. I'm trying to keep them open. We're gonna keep moving forward with it. If you see something, say something. That's what we have a police department for. They will be there quick, I promise you.
Yeah, 911.
You know, I mean, you could see all over the news, they talk about the new drones. I want to say we called the police a while back at the playground. Within 30 seconds, they had a drone flying over us. It's crazy, but it's nice.
Crazy good.
So let's keep the bathrooms open. Let's move forward. Let's try to take care of the city as much as we can. Treat that bathroom like you treat the bathroom at your house. Thank you, guys.
Councilman Johnston.
I just have a couple of questions, Mayor. First thing, about the bathrooms at the senior center. I'm not getting the vibes y'all just told me at the bathrooms that Mr. Kedot's here. Would you come up and give us a report on the bathrooms? What people have you gotten to put bids on the bathrooms, and what exactly is going on with the bathrooms? Because you had said you got bids from them. He says,
There's no bid.
Let him-
A bid is not required. There's estimates.
I know, but estimates.
Yeah.
Let him, maybe he can give it.
Spike Kiddock, Senior Center. I was having trouble getting people to bid on it because of being a city building, okay? I have, I think, 3 plumbers. I have 2 flooring guys, 1 total bid, which he went over 50,000. And electrician, we, you know, I only got 1 estimate. That's why I asked y'all to put it out for bid at the last meeting. And did we ever do that?
No, we don't have to put out, we're not gonna we're not gonna make it more strenuous on the city.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Right.
I tried to make it here, I was at the senior center, because I needed, we have 1 urinal that's been out. We have 1 toilet in the ladies' room, that's pretty much every time they use it, it's out. And we don't want to pay somebody to fix a urinal when we're getting new ones. That's why I was coming up here to ask you where we were at with it, because it's to the point where some of the concrete on the floor is rising up probably from a root underneath the ground, so that's gonna have to get broke up and the root chopped down. It's patches that Carlo Ferrera did around the drains, and that's normally what causes it, the root from them big trees or pushing the drain up. So you just gotta take it apart and do that. But other than that, you know, about the bathrooms, we just wait, because a lot of people that come, we're trying to make it a venue and rent it, but when young people come in to get married and have showers and they walk in the bathroom, it's pretty much a disgusted situation for them, you know? And I mean, I have the urinal taped off. I think, Mr. Buddy, you saw that. I don't know if you've been in the bathroom. Because some of the elderly guys are just with a sign saying closed, they'll walk in there. So basically, we need to get, if, I don't know how much longer we got to do it. Nobody's come to the senior center since I gave the city all the paperwork I had to come talk to me and ask me, you know, scope of work, anything like that, so.
Yes, so I'll clarify, and I don't want to make this contentious, I was trying not to. But I will say, we asked Mr. Kiddock for help because he's over there getting things done. It took us 5 or 6 months to get what we needed. We just got it, I guess, at the beginning of January, so maybe mid-January. And so we had to have all of that in hand before we even submitted to the state to actually receive the funds. And so that is the process, that is where we are in the process right now, is actually getting the funds deposited from the state.
Did we get the funds?
We have not gotten the funds from the state
Okay.
yet.
We have approval, it's just not
We have,
transferred.
I mean, they're approved, we haven't
They
gotten
haven't
it.
been transferred.
What is the total we've come up with in cost? We've submitted for how much, do you recall?
It's $50,000.
Oh,
But you haven't, you don't have a, you
That
don't
is,
have a
that is,
contract to
that
set
is the
up.
that is the capital allocation that was granted last year. And
But you don't have a contract to set up the job yet.
no, sir.
Okay, okay, well, that's why I'm just listening to
sir.
what you said.
And-
You said you had it under, y'all had it under control, and that's why I was lost, because I didn't think y'all had a contract, but you.
There's no contract.
We
You
have the
set the
prices.
project up to the state where they're gonna give you the 50,000.
Correct. And once we have the 50,000,
Then
we'll
you
go
can
forward
get-
with, we'll go
then you-
forward with getting the contract signed.
so
Okay.
effectively, we'll be parceling it out to different trades, is that the plan?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, not one contract, you're gonna
Yeah.
put it to a plumber, to a sheep, a guy, whatever, it's gotta be done.
Correct.
Okay.
And we've got something of a decent scope of work, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spike, you help with?
He,
Yes.
Great.
Mr. Kiddock met with the plumber.
I've met with
You
everybody.
all.
A couple of the plumbers are actually Harahan people that does work for the city now, and they were, you know, great. I explained to them what we wanted to do, and because they agreed that we don't know what's behind the wall, and since we need to take some of the fur down out in the ladies' room to put nice fixtures up there and make it more elegant for the women,
Yeah.
basically.
So the way the treasury funds work is they don't micromanage the contract. You have to submit a budget. And as long as you stay within that budget-ish, you know, on the different trades and the different things that you're gonna do between materials and services, they're gonna grant the funds and clear it at the end of the day.
Wonderful.
So they're not involved in picking the contractors and public bids and all that.
Well, I know
Well,
that,
I
but
just want to clarify something. So we have $50,000 in floating that we're not assessing.
Allocated for
Correct.
bathroom
Allocated.
renovations only.
I don't,
Right.
yeah,
So just in pretense that this thing is put before several people to get done, what happens if we exceed the $50,000? Do we have to have a licensed contractor?
oh, I
in
don't
general.
anticipate, I don't expect that we would have any unlicensed contractors.
I would think you better use.
Everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be licensed.
We don't have to bid it, but we're gonna have licensed contractors.
Everybody that is a licensed contract, I checked it out.
Well,
And,
we just want to, we've already had this whole.
yeah,
So we
I
wanna
don't want
make
to go
sure
there.
that
I just
every
want to
person-
make sure it's all right. It's
Right.
more for the seniors to get it safe and everything else.
And I'm gonna speak beyond what everyone just discussed. He's talking about roots coming through the ground, could be cracking pipes or something right there. That's gonna be a whole different scope of work. That's gonna be
Well,
beyond the
we also
50,000.
have it lined
You're not
up.
gonna know that until,
In the very beginning, in fact, when we talked to Mr. Bodier about we were going to have it scoped out and have, and I did talk to, Kelly, is it Kelly?
Kelly.
Yeah, and she said she'd get back with me. But the way the sewer system's set up there, it's going to be a lot easier to just cut the piece of sheetrock underneath the sink and go down and,
Well, I would just say,
yeah.
for our sake, that we get a copy of everybody's contractor's license, a copy of the insurance, and everything else. Make sure that we have a copy in hand. before we proceed.
Well, not only will I make sure we have a copy, but I'll make sure it's
Yeah, I'm
legit.
just-
When they get permits, they'll have to supply their license and proof of insurance.
Yeah.
Because they'll have to get permits on this.
We just don't want another
Thank you.
problem.
Anybody else? Okay,
Thank you.
appreciate it.
All right, next, Mayor, Resor, the street, the $1.5 million we got for the streets. Seems like we're in limbo. Nothing's happening. I've had some people live on Resor. A couple of people I see, they want to know what's going on with this street, when they're going to get it done. What is going on? Have we checked, I know you know, I met with Joan Hill and I called Kirk Talbot about the $200,000 for the engineer, because I know they called you and they talked to you. But I think that's ridiculous. We got to pay $200,000 for an overlay. My personal opinion is, I didn't mention at the last meeting, I think the reason was that because the original job was a concrete job, which was a $1 million job, and when you do a concrete job, you got to direct the water a different way. The drains are 300 feet apart instead of 50 feet. When you have an asphalt street, you have a 50-foot drain every 50 feet, but when you have a concrete street, you got to flow the water a different way, and the drains are 300 feet apart, so then you do need an engineer to go in there and scope it and do that, and you got to get a surveyor too to do all the measurements and everything to make sure the water flows correctly. So I can understand us have to do this, get an engineer to do those particular job. But when you do an overlay, to spend $250,000 on the street, I don't think you need an engineer to have to follow that up. And I told that to John Hill and Kurt Talbot, and they were supposed to check back with, have they gotten back with you on that yet?
They have.
And what happened? We still got to pay the $200,000?
Either that or, it's, yeah, basically, yes.
Well,
But we're-
I tried, but
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. But what's going on with
I'm
Resol? Are we
waiting on
going
the
to do
third bid.
it?
I should have the third bid tomorrow, and then we're gonna award that hopefully by tomorrow evening and get moving.
Why don't we piggyback onto the parish's contract?
I don't know, the parish uses plenty of people to do.
Well, you can, they have, because again, I used to use the parish contract when I was mayor. They allowed us to.
Because I was trying to follow down the rabbit hole that you created to make sure that, to see if we can go into some different directions like you had suggested. So it kind of just took a minute. I just wanted to make sure I vetted every opportunity there, and,
Well,
so-
if you get 3 bids on the street or the job, you ought to check with the parish contract, see if they're cheaper.
Yep, I'll get
You know,
it.
they may not be,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, they're not always cheaper, but.
Perfect.
They may not be, you know, it may not be. The third thing, I know you guys are getting it, because I see it on the emails. We're getting emails from people, and it's people that live in the departments right there by the sewer plant. We're getting people that live in River Ridge, and people live back in Generis, and I get it when I go to work every morning. I bring my wife to work, I ride by the sewer plant. It stinks, and it's gotten terrible. And my thoughts are, what's going on with the sewer plant? I mean, the city runs the sewer plant, and we have a horrible smell back there, and my question to you, Mayor, some people told me, we're not taking that caustic water anymore, are we?
We're not.
We're
I don't
not,
even know
because
what
people
that is.
said they've
before
seen
us.
trailers, those containers coming out, we're not doing it anymore, right?
No.
I didn't think we were.
the
I
main
told
trouble-
them,
The only
I told 'em we
trucks
wasn't.
there is the remove sludge.
That's what we're doing right now. We're
And we have a
basically
truck
cleaning
there
all
right
the
now
sludge out of
removing
it.
sludge.
That's
well, I
what we're
told them we wasn't doing it, we stopped doing it many years ago.
But the smell shouldn't be as bad as it was.
Oh, it was horrible the other day, I rode by
So
there.
it cleaned up because we removed all the sludge and we emptied the whole thing. And then we're going through the process and we're waiting on some more equipment to come in.
doing. We got it. It's here now.
It's here, it's just not installed yet. So the smell was bad for 6 months probably, 4 to 6 months. And then it cleaned up for about a month and a half. And then I did smell it again the other day, and they're removing that sludge again now. And then hopefully as soon as we get these aerators and stuff, I think that's what they
Well,
call it.
now we're moving the grid out the grid chamber. So you're gonna smell it while we get this grid out, because we got all of the sludge out, but now we wanna take
So
the
we
grid out
really,
as
we
well.
really close.
Yeah.
Well, I told them that we had a lot of
It's been a
equipment.
6 month, 7 month process.
I told we had grants from the state, and we were spending $4.5 million on the sewer plant, and things were coming down, and y'all would replace it with new equipment and everything, so just,
So
but
I
people
can
were
give you a
complaining.
quick synopsis on what happened. So let me tell you what happened. So
I
we
knew
started-
y'all were getting emails.
We fixed the infrastructure. Well, believe it or not, that plant was never built to handle a city that is this dense. That plant was built, what, I don't even know, 60 years ago. The city was nowhere near this dense. So as we started fixing infrastructure, we stopped freshwater infiltration. So as we stopped the freshwater infiltration, which the plant was actually counting on, but as we were bringing in fresh water, we were bringing in sand too. and the sand was breaking the plant, that we were getting the fresh water, so as we fixed it, and then we go into a drought year, now you don't have a lack of that fresh water, and believe it or not, that fresh water helps a lot. And so the blowers needed to be upgraded in order to treat the plant, to treat what we have minus fresh water. And so it's just become a product of fixing things, and it's just exponentially goes down the line. But as we fix them, we fix the next one. And we knew something like this would happen, but of course, you never really know. And so we were doing is sort of evacuating sludge out of it. And because the old sludge starts to die, and we incorporating new sludge, the new sludge couldn't be taken over by the old sludge, which is already dead. And so it's just a process. It's a learning thing, but we'll get it. We're close, super close.
When we ordered the blower motors, they had a 28-week lead time,
Yeah, super close now.
Good.
but we getting there.
Well, we're getting improvements, but let me tell you a little Harahan history. I know you've been here a while, but Harahan used to have 13,000 people that used to live in Harahan
Yeah.
at one time. And we have new homes being built on Colonial. They're building homes there, and then they're replacing the old homes in Harahan with big homes. But Harahan at one time had 13,000 people, over, almost 13,000, but now we're at 9,200. But the sewer plant was built in the 60s. It was built to handle 13,000 people.
Yeah, wow.
But now we're at 9,200. But like you say, people are building homes with 3 and 4 bathrooms, and they're bigger houses, and it's more toilets, and we got that nursing home over there that's sending a lot of sludge into the plant, so we are increasing the flow. I agree with you on that.
They have 2 lift stations, by the way, 2 additional lift stations into coming into the system.
Right. Well, didn't they pay for one?
They did it, they're theirs, but they still come into our system.
Yeah, I know that. I
Yeah.
know that. I know that. Okay, I just wanted to mention that because I know you guys are getting the emails too, and I just want to let people know that we are handling it. We're not coming. It's not coming before deaf ears. That the city is listening to the people, and we are addressing the issues that we're being asked.
Every day,
So,
every day.
Thank you.
Okay, Councilman Ricks?
Well, I would just like to say that, this is a very small city, a very small town. I would like to address blight as it continues to happen throughout the city. And now we've had a threat to our office from an individual this past week. It's your job to keep your property intact. And I don't think, in the course of life, there's no reason that you should make somebody next door or 2 people on side of you and across the street have to deal with your trash and your inability to keep up your home. Everybody wants to be in a nice neighborhood. I think just a reminder that, people are trying to be nice. However, people have a limit. And I think that if your yard is in disarray, your grass is high, I would ask you to clean your yard and take care of yourself so we don't have to come in and do what we need to do, which is fine you and, do worse with the legal system and create a fight. So I would ask anybody who has a blighted property to please clean up so we don't have to come and force you to do it. It's not that difficult. There's plenty of people out there who can take care of their lawns, can take care of the house. It's not a big deal. Get a gallon of paint, fix up your house, clean it up, cut the yard, hire somebody to cut the yard. But, it's just being a nice neighbor. That's it. Just being a nice neighbor. And, people shouldn't have to deal with your blight. So if you have a blighted property, I would ask you to clean it up so we don't have to force that. Thank you.
Thank you,
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Before we go? Chris, this is for you. We have new houses being built on Colonial, along Colonial Club, in the Colonial area by the Country Club. We have a 35-foot height on residential. Because they have a couple of houses being built over there. They look mighty high. Are they at the 35-foot limit for residential?
I would have to check specifically, but 35 feet would be essentially a 3-story in a bag of chips. So,
Just wanted to ask.
which is possible, but it'll be really high at 35 feet.
Well, I mean, the limit we have in Harahan residential is 35 feet, commercial is 45 feet.
Correct.
I just want to make sure they're not going over the 35 feet limit, and I would think you're on top of that. I know you're pretty well on top of that stuff.
Yes, we're going to make sure that nobody goes over 35 feet. At least if they try to sneak it in, then they're going to have to go through a legal process, which is expensive and nobody wants to do.
I've had a couple people call me and say, well, we drive down Cologne, you got
That's
some
the
big
picture of the
houses
roof.
being built. But yet, I'm not a builder. The houses being built, they look mighty high, and I say, well, I know the limit's 35 feet, and I wanted to ask you about it, but I know you, like I said, I know you're on top of it, so I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Good. All right. So I just want to say that the cat that we talked about last month that we here was found. I'm going to, take some little credit for holding that picture up on the TV screen, but the lady did find her cat. Actually found it in New Orleans, which is a pretty miracle, and they're very dear friends of mine, and I'm very glad she found an animal because she loved it very much. I just hope everybody had a great Mardi Gras, and again, we're here at City Hall to help, so please call if you have any questions. Like Councilman Chatelain said, and I'm sure Ed LaPree, Chief of Police, will say something. Thank you, and good night, Madam Clerk.
Pay bills. Bills paid in January 2026. Total expenditures, $1,016,435.35. No executive session. Adjourn.
We have a motion by Councilman Asbill to adjourn, second by Councilman Riggs. All in favor to adjourn?
Yay.
We are adjourned.